my crystalline structure of my third eye that is inside, that is the antenna. As Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within. As the book says, as the Bible says, the kingdom of heaven is within. As a lot of different scriptures and religions and different information out in the world says, right? In different ways. Just like the as above, so below, as within, so without. That is synchronistic with the kingdom of heaven is within. And when you tap in and you tune in and you realize that, you harmonize, you align, and then on the outside you see synchronicities, is what we call them, is what humans call them, synchronicities. And so synchronicities are seen on the outside once we achieve the alignment. And I feel like a lot of people's problem is probably like mine has been in the past, right? See some synchronicities and like you'd be like in a low place in life. You would think like these, like sometimes I saw some ultimate synchronicities where like I spent my last dollar, or like I'm putting like $3 in the gas tank. You know what I'm saying? Or like one time when I spent my literally every dollar I had on my apartment to get into years ago, right? But I would see certain synchronicities at those times, and it just, with me already having, with me having my faith, I see those synchronicities and I'm like, okay, it helps to reinforce the faith. When we have our open eyes and we are seeing the synchronicities on the outside, and we know where we are, we feel it, and we have the faith, and we essentially know that we're aligned. That's when the synchronicity, and we flow with the ride, and we lighten up a bit more. That's when things like that become so light. Like I would have felt heavy at one point to spend all of my money, to not have any cash on me, whatever. But that was when I felt the richest in my life. That was when I realized how rich I truly am. I truly was. And I truly was and still am and continue to be and grow, right? Because I had a home. I had a house. Well, Earth is our home. I had a house. I had a car. I had gas in the car. I had food. My dogs had food. My cat had food. There's people on the streets begging for money, not having a roof over their head when it starts raining, when it gets cold or too hot. They don't have no AC or whatever, right? I realized how rich I was.